YNW Melly, co-defendant, YNW Bortlen, was reportedly arrested on witness tampering charges in Miami on Monday night following the raid. A raid.
Okay.
Okay, all of these kids should have been cast for like an Exorcist movie. They all have like the craziest.
Scary.
Yeah, bro, what? Sorry, YNW looked crazy.
Yeah, my dog Bryson
and that's
Boone Paul
from Byron.
Yeah. Bryson.
YN Bortlen trial. Warren Bortlen was arrested with witness tampering charges following a home raid by law enforcement on Monday evening, October 2nd in Miami, Florida. Bortlen, real name Cortland, Bortlen, Henry, Big B, was booked into Miami-Dade County on out-of-county warrant at 10:22 p.m. Bortlen was originally slated to begin his trial today, but was rescheduled to January 12, 2024 last week. Bortlen, who is YNW Melly's co-defendant, has been out on bond with monitor since August 2021. So he's been out for almost a year and a half.
Right.
Yeah.
But
And
went out
then
the county.
they did a raid, and then I guess he went and tampered with someone who's a witness in the case.
You know what's crazy though? Is they're not like on trial together, right? So like, are they still
They are. It's a
still
co-defendant.
co-defendant?
They said co-defendant.
It literally says co-defendant. So co-defendant means you're on the same case.
Yeah. So remember
They separated it though.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
same case, different trial. You still count as co-defendant.
Yeah, because you
bet,
could be
bet.
tried in like separately, but it's the
okay,
same
but
case.
y'all not sitting in court together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
So
Yeah.
do we know what this guy did? Was he like the
No.
driver? Who was he in the
Driver.
case?
I don't
Allegedly,
think that's
he
called a
was the driver.
co-defendant no more. That's not a co-defendant no more.
Yeah,
Y'all
'cause you
just
guys are all
fighting the same case. Y'all are just fighting.
Well, what's
like,
the word for that
it's-
then?
I don't know, but it's not a co-defendant.
Yeah,
It's
Your
a co
Cody,
something.
your Cody is the nigga that you fight your case with.
Well, that is. The only reason they give him
I know,
separate
but
trials
they're
is
not fighting it together. Fighting your case with and fighting the same case is different.
So do they have to have the same lawyer to be a co-defendant? Is that what you're saying?
No. that's not
the
how that
same
works.
on the same case together in the same courtroom. Just because y'all did the same crime, like say we all go do a riot.
I think it's because Melly's
and we
famous
all
and
get
they gave
charged
them
with the
separate
same riot.
trials.
You're not my co-defendant just because we did a
Yeah,
riot
but if
together
us
and we
three
both get
had a
charged.
dead guy in the car with us, and then
Yeah, I
we all
know.
got bagged, and I'm super duper dummy famous, and then they go, all right, we're gonna give you a separate trial. We're still co-defendants. Because we're all still defendants on the same
Nah.
case.
I get
Once
what
you
both
on the
you guys
same
are saying.
case,
I don't know. Listen,
I've been to jail.
I'm glad
I've been
to
to jail
not know
too
about
much.
certain things
Once you
too
go,
much.
once you're not on the same, that's not your Cody.
But you
I know
have
a
to come
couple
up with a
things I
word
don't
for
know.
that.
I can't. I'm sure it's a word already. I'm just
Word.
not familiar with
We'll
it.
look it up.
But
We'll
it's
find out.
definitely not a Cody. Cody is who you're
Cody
in that
Negroes.
motherfucker with. Y'all two sitting right there. You look nuts. You
Cody.
two sitting right there. You feel me? Fighting y'all case together. That's your co-defendant. You know what I'm saying? You're defendant, a defendant and a plaintiff. Y'all two are together. He's fighting the state, and you're fighting the state. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if y'all are not both versus the state or both versus the United States of whatever it is, that's not your co-defendant.
But
You know what I'm
aren't
saying?
they-
'Cause
but
you're
they're
both
both- like-
defending against the
but
state
they're
on
all
the same
being
case.
accused of the murder and driving their friend around dead, right?
Yeah, we could both be accused for the same riot, and we could be 10 feet from each other. That's not my co-defendant because we're not charged with the exact same shit. We're not charged with the same shit, and we're not fighting on the same case together.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
We just did the same crime.
A paralegal
You got-
as
you know what I'm
well
saying?
on the side. If you are. Word. No, it's not about
question
that.
though, right? So when
Because
YNW,
yo, Cody, his case depends on yours. Gunna and Young Thug, Cody's.
Imagine suspect
Okay.
as
a lawyer,
defense attorney,
I'll
a
kill him.
criminal defense attorney. You would kill him.
I'm sure. Because
That's
I'm not
crazy.
letting go of no argument.
You don't
That's
need
true.
suits.
I'm just not. That's
That's
what I
true.
do is debate. I'm not letting go of shit.
I would
For
hire.
sure.
I would hire suspect.
And I'm going to win too.
Suspect and associates.
Word.
His
Cap.
firm.
Suspect and suspect.
hey,
Facts.
nigga. If my
almighty
lawyer,
suspect.
like law firm is suspect and associates, I'm good.
Suspect and associates.
I'm
man.
good, nigga.
That means we going to win.
You going home.
Stupid. You a
You going
criminal.
home.
If you a criminal, why wouldn't you want suspect and associates?
you're
You're going to
going
go where you
home,
feel
yeah.
comfortable.
Man, what?
Now, don't
You're
forget-
not a criminal, so
He's
you're
the
going to
almighty
avoid it.
suspect. He's the reoccurring
you
suspect
mean,
that
nigga?
never stops being a suspect.
You're
Like,
gonna come,
like
nigga.
Lincoln
Yeah.
lawyer. Like a Lincoln lawyer. That's
nigga.
yeah.
Laura just sent me a picture of my syrup and my pancakes, nigga.
Yo.
BRB.
Yeah,
Fuck
shout outs
you
to
mean.
Laura.
Bring me
Hold it
my
down
10%.
always.
Not happening.
You feel me?
Get you a Laura in your
I'll
life.
cash up you a
Give-
quarter or something.
No, here, right? But the arguments though for why they're co-defendants is, and his lawyer wrote a letter into the judge during like his bond hearing, and says your honor, and he was there that night, but he was up front driving, so he couldn't possibly have killed them because the shots came from the rear back seat where Melly was, right? So it's kind of like if he's given information that's still linked to Melly's case, then I guess I don't know, right? And how that goes right now. I think it's interesting to see though who exactly he's being charged with trying to intimidate, right? Or witness
Well, it's obviously
tampering.
one of the witnesses. So at the end of regardless of what the co-defendant situation is and all the politics of all of that.
Specifics.
The fact here is this kid got let out 2 summers ago.
Yeah.
August of 2021, he was released out of prison.
Yeah.
And, on his own to basically then keep just showing up for court whenever he's booked,
Yeah.
follow the schedule.
But now he's
But
in
now
custody.
you're in custody 2 years later, which is going to hurt your case, regardless how you look at it. Well, it could, because to tamper with a witness would then be like, why do you guys need to do this? Are you trying to silence somebody? Are you trying to get somebody to not show up? Are you trying to, it's intimidation.
How does this affect Melly's case?
I think it would affect it.
At all?
No, right? No, because it's like 2 different trials.
Okay.
But it's not 2 different
Then they're not
trials.
co-defendants. If it have no effect on Melly, then I would take the co-defendant word out of it. Because co-defendants, you would assume that they would have some sort of influence.
Because Melly is having like a separate trial, right?
Okay,
I can't wait to see the Peopleverse
we should know about some
YNW
shit before
the
we get
TV
to
show. Yeah,
discussing
I mean,
it.
well, we obviously don't have law degrees.
What's crazy though, this
No
is like his
live
second
stream.
time though, right? So this is like his second time being granted bail and fucking up, right? So right here, right? Because right now the witnesses are, I think Melly's girl, the homie who was with them that night, Melly's girl's mom, right?
She's a witness too?
Yes, right? Fredo Bang was called to testify, but he said fuck no, right? So who was he like trying to tamper with? Like, was he trying to like send money to like his girls, Melly's girl's mom and their family to like not testify, right? Because Melly's girlfriend actually has a warrant out right now for her arrest, right?
Damn.
Yes, right?
Under what pretense? Or
So she gave a statement. She was supposed to come to court and testify, but she says, but she like never showed up, right?
oh, okay.
Yeah, and she's saying that the lead detective was intimidating her, was scaring her, and he used dirty tactics to get the statements from out of her, and she feel as if that's just illegal, and like she shouldn't have to come to court and testify after giving statements against Melly under those like pretense, right?
She can't get a doctor's note or something?
Hey, yo, chill. No, not in this type of situation, because then they would always be able to get a continuance and things like
Yeah.
that. if
Well,
wasn't
shit, she
able to
got,
show.
she got a migraine headache every time they wanted to go to court. Can't make it.
No,
Doctor's note.
That wouldn't necessarily, I don't think that would fly.
Or she can get up there and just plead the fifth, correct?
Maybe. Personally think in this situation, it makes you wonder what actually happened between the witness and this guy. And could it have been something like he pulled up? Because you got to think he's been out for 2 years, and the witnesses, if the people you say are the witnesses, they're all friends. So if they're friends, that means they've all been in some sort of circle amongst each other.
Yeah.
So he's probably been around them before,
Yeah.
and maybe shit didn't go left, and maybe this time when he pulled up, the conversation went left. She felt away, and she made a call to somebody to say, "Hey, the homie just came by and threatened me and said, whoop, whoop, if I say, I don't know what the details are. I think we need to know more details to even
Look,
be able to-
Russia, look, like,
About Bortlen.
bro, listen, man, like, they gotta find a better way to, like, funnel the money, right? Because even, like, during trial, bro, like, they said that, like, there's, like, just plain text messages just saying, yo, bro, like, they promised me, an X amount of cash if I don't testify, right? Like, they gotta find a better way to funnel the money, right? You could, like, funnel it through shell companies, right? Through, through homies, right? But, like they just, right? Like, they just keep on leaving just,
Paper trail.
yeah, right? Like, a mean paper trail,
Yeah.
So, Flocko, you think this is related to the girlfriend's mom that was testifying in the first case and how her testimony wasn't matching her first statements and how they had money tracked back to her receiving it from Melly's people?
Here, well, yes, right? So pretty much, I think that YNW Bortlen seen the clear mistakes that YNW Melly made during trial, right? And now he's trying to avoid that, right? By, hey, let me just pay these people beforehand not to testify. You feel me? But, like, if they needed like a search warrant to find enough evidence to charge him with like witness tampering, was the warrant for like his phone? Then they saw like he's been texting her. But
I can't wait to watch this movie on BET.
It's super messy. Yeah, I mean, this could definitely be a 4-part docu-series on Netflix.
Because Melly's going back to trial, and because they're going back, they have to bring all new evidence, right?
Well, I don't new evidence, right?
They can't bring the same evidence, though.
And there was a case called
if
AJ Armstrong, right? Where like, and he got found, it was like a mistrial or like hung jury, right?
Yep.
And they recharged him like another time. There was still like a hung jury. And then the third time, they found him guilty, I think right?
With no new evidence brought?
I'm not even sure, right? But like, if for like 3 years, like I'm sure like there can be like a abundance of new evidence, right, to bring, right?
Yeah,
Well,
I think
if you're going back to trial, right, Josh, you would have to present new evidence. You can't retry an old case. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You'd have to submit new evidence for you to even be able to go back to trial.
Right.
For you to even be able to open the case back up and say, hey, we have new evidence
And
to
I think
present.
that like the state prepares for those type of situations, so they don't present everything the first time in case something like this happens. So, Flocka, do you think this impacts Melly's case?
Nah.
Or the bad, or do you think this is like that has nothing to do with him at this point?
Nah, but nothing, right? Because even like during trial, right? Like, I think it was made clear, right? That like Melly right? So Melly and them team refused to go to trial with Bortlen, right? Because they don't want for in his situation to affect theirs, right? So nah, bro, like I don't even think it's legal, right? Like for the court to like use evidence from like Bortlen trial to
So if Bortlen
Melly,
was
right?
convicted of being the driver in the car and beyond a reasonable doubt, whatever this is proven, that doesn't impact Melly's trial whatsoever.
Hell no,
And
right?
his
Because
testimony and his
I need the whiteboard. with the dots
right?
connected and all of that stuff.
Nah, bro, 'cause
And the
listen, right?
string
Now
and all
look.
the tape and stuff. I need it.
Same.
I need that.
if Melly got found guilty in June, right, or whatever, right?
Well, I think Melly's case is still going to go first too.
Yes,
So it
right.
almost doesn't matter. Like what
Yeah,
happens,
right. But though, if he would have gotten and found guilty, that wouldn't have affected Bortlen's case, right?
Right.
Right. And Bortlen, listen, like he's saying,
And vice versa is what you're saying, right? If Bortlen was found guilty,
Yes, right.
And that's one of the reasons they wanted to separate it.
right? Bortlen, though, right, is saying, hey, I was there, I was a driver, but I didn't know that folks were like,
Planning murder.
no, like, and right, he's saying, and I was there, but I didn't shoot nobody, right? And I didn't know, right, that there was going to be, murder happening, right? Yes, right? Yes, right? And that's different
Josh been waiting
from...
to say that all week.
He had
that was
that
hilarious,
lined
though.
up.
That was nice.
That was
That was
good. Well played.
hilarious.
Well played,
What?
Josh.
He said he had murder on his mind.
So he said so murder was not on his mind.
This nigga so damn slow.
Hey, man, right?
He know more about the crimes than the song.
No, no, man.
Police.
The song definitely dope, though.
Yeah, it is. Prayers up for everybody involved, I guess. Emphasis
Hey,
on,
listen.
I guess.
Free them niggas.
Hey, listen, I can almost guarantee now, bro,
Here you go.
there's going to be a guilty verdict.
Damn.
Guarantee.
Of course, right? Listen, right? Look, right? Here, because the person who's in his case, right? His lawyer is now saying, hey, yo, that story of a drive-by, that's bullshit, right? But my client wasn't a killer. He was just a driver and had no intent or knowledge that there was going to be a murder that took place.
That's what he said?
Yeah, right. Like during the bond hearing, right? So like, if that's a story of the co-defendant, right? now like it makes sense why Melly don't want that nigga in on his case whatsoever.
But then, okay, so remember a few minutes ago I asked you, how does this affect Melly's case?
It don't now because it's separated.
Yeah.
But you're saying that it would because it implicates that
If it wasn't separated.
Yes.
Oh, if it wasn't separated, it would implicate that?
Yeah. Right?
I feel like it implicates it either way, but maybe it doesn't
Nah,
implicate it
because
in
they
a
can't
legal
use
way.
it
In a legal
legally,
way, okay.
you
But
know,
like mentally,
legally,
you
but
could
you
put
fucking
two and two
know.
together.
You know?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I get what you're saying. Okay.
Right? Because Melly team, right, it say, hey, listen, man, like, one, this was a drive-by. Two, how do we know that somebody else did and hop in the car, right? And if it wasn't a drive-by, right? Yeah. But Bortlen is saying, hey, listen, man, I lied earlier. It wasn't no drive-by. The shots came from within the vehicle. But my client was a driver just driving his friends with no knowledge of,
Snitching.
Well, like, okay, so, and he never snitched yet, though. And his lawyer is...
His lawyer snitched on his behalf.
Hey, man.
I think the lawyer has some sort of legal obligation to report a crime or
I mean,
something like that.
lawyers have all types of legal obligations, but they can
I
forego
meant-
their
I
legal.
meant to put a
Maybe he
question
didn't pay
mark
the
on it.
guy
You can tell
enough.
your
He
lawyer
probably didn't
whatever.
pay his lawyer enough.
Like, I tell, like,
That's
if
probably-
I
What if a
actually...
crime is about to happen? Do they have to report that? I watched that on How to
Not
Get
a
Away with
defense.
Murder.
I don't think a defense lawyer, no.
Right?
So hip hop needs an Annalise Keaton. Like we need
A DA?
A we need like a
Yes.
super lawyer that can get all the rappers
Word.
off their case.
What you mean
Definitely
off the
Annalise.
case?
Like out of the
need
case, out of
Annalise.
trouble. Annalise.
You
Like
need
a-
her.
Yeah.
You need her.
Like a
She's-
hip hop Annalise Keaton.
Yep.
Or I would watch
Huh?
that show. I would watch
You're
that
somebody
show.
who's good at fighting crime. What do you mean? Nigga, OJ's lawyer.
If these rappers
Johnny.
are committing murders and crimes, lock their asses out. Like,
Hold
why
on.
we want them
That's
to
Wait,
not,
do
that
hold on.
wasn't the
These-
point of what he was
These
saying.
are separate
Police
truths. Yes,
ass niggas.
these are
So I
separate
wouldn't want
truths.
that,
We agree.
Flacco.
We agree
Yeah,
that
yeah.
if someone does something wrong, there should be some sort of equal reaction or
Man,
some
free
sort of
them niggas.
karmatic whatever.